Hi, I'm Kazul and welcome to my lair. Now, the past couple of months I've been really busy working on several different projects. A few of them need a little more time in the oven, but instead of just talking to you and telling you about it, I'm gonna show you around my lair and show you what I've been up to. So one of the biggest things that I've been up to the past couple of months is reorganizing and deep cleaning my lair. Now, I had kind of left it unattended and uncleaned since BlizzCon 2018. So I had just gotten through the con crunch of building the goat man and the room was a mess. Right after BlizzCon, I picked up a contract job that kept me from cleaning it, and then I got pregnant and sick and couldn't clean it, so it just sort of stayed messy for the longest time. So I really wanted to clean it. I really wanted to reorganize it, and since I'd been working in this space, I had figured out things that weren't flowing exactly, so I wanted to rearrange things, try to get the flow going good, just kind of declutter, get rid of some craft things that I hadn't touched in years, and it really did a lot to take a load off my mind. But as you've probably seen, one of my proudest things was making this recording corner for myself. It's nice to be able to have my lights always kind of in the same spot and know exactly where to put my tripod and things and have a reliably nice looking background without having to scramble to clean or find good angles. This happens to be the darkest corner in my lair. That my lair has a lot of these, let's see, there's one, skylights everywhere. And this corner was reliably the darkest, just based on where the windows are. So it makes it easy to get a consistent lighting. So the entrance to my lair is this big stairway, but if you come up here and turn, you can see that I have a nice big window. I finally got my large whiteboard hung up and all my art. Here's a tip with the whiteboards. If you ever need things like that, go check out your state university's surplus store. They'll have things for sale, the things they've upgraded. I got this giant magnetic whiteboard for $15. So that's a good place to look. It's used and I'm using it and it's awesome. It's one of my favorite things that I've ever gotten for my lair. But over here, I just have my computer that I mostly play music through and print off my orders with, my enamel pin collection and other art inspiring things. This is kind of my inspire corner. So all my art books and other books and a nice little seating area to relax in and get inspired. Next over here, this is where I package up my orders for everything. Keep all my things that I sell in my Etsy, which you can find up here now. Click there, you can find my Etsy. Anyways, so yeah, there's my recording corner. I have this work table that I have all my sewing machines and sergers on. Just some fabric storage. This is my little sculpting station, which I've been spending a lot of time in. You can see just a preview of a little project I'm working on right now. More back on that, but you can see my clay warming oven, just like I built in the last video. Over in this side of the room, I just have a big play area for my daughter for when she's up here. So here's the stairwell. On this side of the stairwell, I don't really know what to do with this space, but I got these wire shelves for free. My father-in-law found them in the back of somebody's barn, and he was able to convince him to just give it to me. So I have these, and it's not done yet, but I want to turn this area into kind of a museum of my work. So you see I have the Gorin on his armature right there, and I have these, so I want to hang up all my different props and creature heads that I've built. Back in here in this bedroom, this is where I have all my casting casting stuff for making the products in my store and other things. My nice new glow forge, which maybe I'll be making a video about someday, but it's a super nice tool. I love it. I spoiled myself with it. My 3D printer, which is broken, I need to fix, but that's where I keep a lot of stickers though. Anyway, this is a nice just little bedroom to keep it so I can keep the fumes and dust from sanding away. So just a little background on this whole loft area. This is in a house that my in-laws own, and they're nice enough to just let me have this whole loft for myself for my work. So I'm really grateful to them. Anyway, so cleaning up the lair, that was a huge, big project, but I want to show you some projects that are coming down the line. This project here is meant to be Krampus, and I actually started this probably in October, and I was still in the process of trying to get in the mood of working. It was before I cleaned my workroom, so there was a lot of things in my way. And I wanted to get it done for Krampusnacht for 2020, but I just sort of lost a lot of steam on it. So this is just a temporary eye. I got as far as making this pattern, so it's like the nice hollow EVA foam pattern. The jaw moves even. I got this far and I kind of lost steam on it. Maybe it was because I missed Krampusnacht, maybe because it wasn't looking exactly like I thought it should. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. It might just stay on the back burner or might make its way to the trash. Now, here, I'll turn it up to me for a second. So I know that if you stick with a project and finish it, it'll look 100 times better than you think it will. Like at the moment where it's at the ugly stage, which I think this is at its ugly stage right now. So there's that, and I know that that's a thing that happens. So I don't know why I had such a mental block with this about finishing it. I've thought about it a lot, and I think it's come down to just not having a clear enough vision for what the finished piece will look. This was kind of like my own original vision, like design, rather than basing it off some pre-existing art or pre-existing character. It was my own original take, and I have a couple sketches, but nothing really solid in my mind about the direction of how I wanted the finished piece to look. And I think that's important to have like a vision of what you want in the end, and I just didn't have it. So maybe I need to go back to the drawing boards with this and fix it, like finish the, like figure out the vision, and then I can go back and start over or come back to this and finish it. I do have this pattern for this goat head. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. I can maybe make it, like upload it and finish it available. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think of this face. It was my first time trying foam clay for the teeth, and I really want to finish it to see like how they work in a finished thing, but I don't know. I just lost steam, and I don't know if I'll get to it till next Krampusnacht, but let me know what you think about my poor Krampus. I think he would look a lot more Krampusy with his horns. So I don't know, maybe I just need to make that part and I can catch the vision again. I flipped over to the other side of my table. I have also this mask that I started patterning out. I thought the jaw was a complete failure, so I need to repattern that. The rest kind of looked pretty neat, I thought. This one definitely needs a fix on the nose and a little on the muzzle. This was my first draft of it, and then I did this draft of it to try to make it better, and I think it got a lot worse. The face was still flat. I made some mistakes cutting out the pattern, but you know, so patterning is just a whole bunch of mistakes But this one had a better looking jaw, maybe. No, it's about the same. But it was meant, like what I wanted it to be was a slim fitting mask. So like rather small, that you could use for a Khajiit or some other thing in like a LARP situation maybe, or just one where, like, I was trying to see if I could like figure out how to use your own eyes in a easy to make foam mask instead of, you know, usually if you wanted something tight fitting, like sculpting would be the way to go and making a mold, and that, so you could like fit it to the human face exactly. So this was a challenge to see if I could do that with foam fabrication instead. So when I first built this, I hated it, and that's why I built this second version. But then I saw how much I hated this second version that I said, no, this first version was actually okay, just with some minor tweaks with the nose, which could actually be just fabricated on top of. So this is more like a cat skull. So the nose is just missing and gone. So you need to build it up again. But so this is a pattern that I'm working on that I kind of lost steam on because it wasn't working, but I think I should revisit it. What do you guys think? Okay, that brings us back to this bigger project. Kind of going back to my roots of pattern making, to where I made the kitsune mask, where it's kind of just all one piece and very stylized forms. I wanted to make some dinosaurs. So you see here, this is the Triceratops. I've already pulled the tape off for this one. And so I'm in the process of making the pattern for this. I've also got a T-Rex going. Here's the Velociraptor. Well, not a Velociraptor, it's closer to a Utah raptor, or the more classic Jurassic Park looking raptors. But there's a Velociraptor, which is probably the simplest shape in terms of numbers. So I've started with this one. I'm gonna build out and flesh out this pattern first. And so this will be like the pattern for like the kitsune mask that you can just build. And I've seen people add moving jaws to that or things. I have another project that I built last year that was patterning for building a project out of cardboard. So I want to make sure that these can be built out of cardboard as well, to be as accessible as I can get it. But I love dinosaurs, and so I'm working hard to make these actually work. So the Krampus was just for myself. The Khajiit was an experiment to see if I could do like the form fitting, and these are just going to be like big masks like the kitsune, where it can fit a variety of people or be a display piece. So these I'll need some time to test and make it like a usable, user-friendly pattern. And so, but my goal is by next month maybe to have like at least one of them done, like the Velociraptor. I keep saying Velociraptor, it's not a Velociraptor. But this is using my just tried and true technique that I like doing of sculpting a miniature. This is on my quarter scale bust form that I sell in my Etsy shop. And then you take the tiny tape pattern, blow it up in the computer, and print it out full scale. I actually have been saying forever I need to write a book on the process, which I've kind of started. I just need to put more time into it. And over here is my last project that I've just started working on. With the Krampus, I was kind of, I guess, intimidated by not having a clear vision, not having a and it being a big project, I think I needed a smaller finished project to work on instead of just patterns or the tools that I've been making lately. So I need a small win. So something that I've always wanted to try is building a faux taxidermy. So I thought a dragon would be a pretty neat idea. So this will be based on some of the World of Warcraft dragons because I love that game and I love the art from that game. Maybe Alex Straza, maybe somebody else. But I have like this big flexible plastic armature that a lot of art doll makers use. So I'm going to give it a go and see if I can't make this a posable faux taxidermy dragon. That's the goal anyway. I will definitely have part 1 of this build up at the end of the month. So that's all I have today. I hope you enjoyed this kind of sneak peek behind the scenes and getting a view of my lair and seeing some of the projects I've worked on. It's got me thinking a lot about the idea of perfectionism and being afraid of failure, and kind of I always thought that I was pretty good at pushing through on projects and just getting them done. But I think I've taken some steps backwards and I'm really not as good as I thought I was. So I'm gonna try my hardest to just get some projects done. I think that I need a little bit of confidence back and just finishing something that I start. Right now, Krampus is back burner. I'll decide what to do with him later. My main focuses right now are just that cool dragon and my dinosaur masks. So I hope you're looking forward to those. Hope you stick around, like and subscribe, and I'm Kazul, reminding you to embrace your inner beast.